Hey guys, it's Riley or Thrifted over on Instagram and Poshmark, and today we're headed to the Goodwill outlet. If you clicked on this video, I'm sure you know what the Goodwill outlet is, but it's where you pay by the pound. I am in the Chicagoland area and there's none here, which is crazy. It's actually quite annoying because either I have to drive up an hour and a half north. Wait, north? Yeah, I guess north to Rockford, Illinois, if you know where that is. It's not the nicest area at all. Or go down to Indiana or go to Wisconsin, which is where I go. So I drive about an hour north to Wisconsin, and that is what I am doing today. But first, I'm going to stop at my dad's house, which is where I keep my inventory, if you did not know, and ship some items before I leave, as well as grab a coffee and like a small breakfast pastry. It is almost 9 o'clock, which is, I believe, when my bin's open, but I'm not gonna get there till like 11 probably. Alrighty, let's head out. Got my coffee, and I actually am not a coffee drinker. I really hate it. So I got myself basically, you know, like a dessert coffee. It's an iced latte, mocha latte. I don't know, I'm not a coffee drinker, but hopefully this will keep me awake through the day because I slept like 5 hours last night. All right, off to ship some packages. Okay, now we're gonna do some shipping. I'm here at my dad's house where I keep all my stuff. And oh, you know what? I actually didn't check Poshmark this morning, so let's check and see if I made any sales. I have not made any new sales in the last 6 hours. So last night I actually already packaged some stuff that should have gone out yesterday, but I lost an item. And I'm gonna be real, my inventory does not usually look like this. I photographed like 60 items and didn't feel like doing anything with them, so I just threw them down here. So I still have to inventory them. And then this, I tore stuff apart looking for this one shirt that I lost. And what I think happened is it got inventoried in one of these bins, but for whatever reason, the number wasn't in my listing, like how I do my inventory system. So I went through those two yesterday looking for it to see like if it got inventory. Actually, did I do that one too? Whatever. So basically, I'm gonna look for it in these bins. And if I can't find it, I guess I'm just gonna have to cancel the sale. And so I am not the best with inventory, obviously, although this is not a usual thing for the most part. So okay, let's get shipping. All right guys, so I started going through the bin and literally pulled it out. It was like right on top after this bag. So yeah, it got inventoried, but the number was not written in the listing, and I hate when I do that. It like seriously, it causes a problem like this where I tear apart my room trying to find it. So I guess I should have gone through my bins first, since I was pretty sure I inventoried it. Here is my shipping station. It's a mess. I mean, just like the whole room right now. I really need to get stuff a little more organized down here. I use a Dymo. I've had it for a few years now. I had a lot of, oh, well, that just, my room's a mess. Okay. I've had it for a few years now. I had a lot of problems with it in the beginning, but it works fine for me now. I watch a lot of anti-MLM content, and so while I'm shipping especially, it's just super easy to listen to. You don't have to look at the screen. This is Cece Suarez. Her videos are great. She is a little more harsh than some other anti-MLMers, but you know, if you like anti-MLM content, I would check out her channel. And I'll show you guys what I'm shipping. All right, let me show you guys the items I am shipping today. So I sold this Daletta tank top. This is the item I could not find. It sold for $12. I had this for a while, relisted it, and it literally sold the next day. I just wanted it out of my house, and luckily I didn't lose money. I think I made a few bucks. Next is this Wu-Tang shirt that is actually divided by H&M. I grabbed this at the bins to take the Play-Dohs, but I ended up listing it, and it sold in a week for $12 maybe. I don't know. It was a bins find. I made money. Then I have this Calvin Klein velvet jumpsuit, and this sold for $25. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I just took the first offer that came to me. This was listed for maybe like a week and a half. And you know what? I made a profit. This did not come from the bins. It was from Goodwill. I think I could have gotten a little more, closer to like 30, but I took the offer. Then next we are shipping out 2 pairs of bin shoes. The first are these girls' Vans I grabbed at the bins a long time ago. They sold for full price of $10. They should have been relisted, but I didn't feel like it. I was actually gonna put them in a kids consignment sale I'm doing next month, but they sold, so that's fine. I still made a profit. And then these are men's Saludos for J. Crew. I actually picked them up. Sorry, the lighting is terrible. We're in a basement. I picked them up in my last bins haul. You saw them, so I grabbed these last month. They were listed for maybe a week or two, and I don't think they've ever been worn. So if you saw these in my bins haul, they're Saludos for J. Crew, and they sold for full price of $35, which I would have taken way less. So, but a full price sale is always nice. Okay, I got new thank you stickers from Amazon. Like, I have a bunch, but I just hate them. So I grabbed these new ones, and they're adorable. I'm not quite sure how I feel about, usually I don't do a theme, but I don't know. I grabbed them, and it will be my first time using them today. So cute. And now we are ready to head out to the post office. I will show you my bins essentials. I don't usually get a coffee, but I did. So in my backpack, I keep, well, my banana bread that I got with my coffee, I'm gonna eat in the car, but a water bottle and Beets, and then my wallet, which I'm actually gonna stick in there right now. And I don't know why I bring a backpack. It just feels right for the bins. But I mean, that's all the stuff I bring. I know some people get fancy and have hand sanitizer, but I just, my bin has a bathroom. I don't know if everyone does. So I'll just wash my hands at the bins if I need to, which I usually do. I think I wash them like once before I leave and then once in the middle of the day. Let's go to the post office. All right, guys, packages are dropped off. I'm not driving, don't worry. I have to get gas, which I was not planning on doing until getting to Wisconsin because it's cheaper there, but I'm not gonna make it. So gonna get some gas. Then honestly, I'm not sure how the filming is gonna be at the bins, just because I don't own like a GoPro, and I know that's like people strap them to their chest so you can see what's going on. So I'm not sure how the footage is going to be, but I'm gonna try and get some footage. But now, let's see, right now it's 10:01. I'm gonna get some gas and then head out. So I'm guessing we're gonna be there around like 11:15, 11:20-ish. Let's go. Guys, we made it. And I got a spot right in front, which literally never happens. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, filming's gonna be interesting. We'll figure it out. Alright, so this is the very first bin I got to, and I just started digging. Now the first thing I was looking at was this pillowcase, and I was checking to see if it had a brand, because if it did have a brand, I would have looked it up to see if it had any value, but it did not, so I just passed. And here is the very first piece I threw in my cart. It is a Style & Co. jacket, which I would not sell myself, but I sent to ThredUp, and they did accept from me and give me a little bit of money, so I probably about doubled or tripled my money on that. This, I wish I grabbed. I did have it in my cart. It's a maternity nightgown, but I ended up throwing it back. It was worth about $15 to $20, but honestly, like at the bins and paying 60 cents, it would have been worth the $15 or $20 sale, and I think it would have sold decently well. Anyway, just going through stuff, and I found this Forever 21 wrap dress for Plato's Closet / any buy sell trade store I go to. Now, as this is being voiceovered, I have already done a kids consignment sale, and I did grab that item for the kids consignment sale that I was a part of. I did okay. I had a problem with my tagging, so hopefully the next one I do, I will do better, and my tags will scan, because that was a bummer. Honestly, okay, so if you saw that like anime shirt, I wish I had grabbed that and looked that up, because anime stuff can be worth money, but I didn't. So if you see anime stuff, if you want to, look it up. It could be worth money. Grab that for kids consignment. Here's just a quick look at the bins. And this was a mud sweater, and that is just out of style. Maybe if it was in style, I would have grabbed it for Plato's. Now here is some footage of the picked over shoes. I'm looking at these, and I think those are probably worth like $15 to $20. I probably should have grabbed them, so my bad. Anyway, my bins rotate shoes once a day, or at least that's what they have been doing. Or maybe, is it twice? I don't get there early enough in the morning. Basically, what I know is when I get there around 11 and 12, there's always a row of picked over shoes, and then it rotates around 12 or 1. Those are Reef flip-flops. I passed because of wear. Reef flip-flops can be worth a little bit of money if you get them for the right price. This day, I only walked away with 2 or 3 pairs of shoes from the picked over bins when I usually walk away with more. But as you'll see here, I did score a pretty good pair. These are a pair of, I don't know if they're like vintage, but they're definitely older Doc Martens sandals. I feel like those should easily sell for over 30, so I was super happy with those. Very surprised they were in a picked over bin. I always say this, I always find Minnetonka shoes at my bins. I don't know why. I usually grab them because they'll sell for me enough to make, you know, like $12 to $15. Those I passed on just because they were super worn. So in a second, you'll see a pair of Sperry duck boots in my cart, which is great to find at the bins or even in a thrift store that could be worth paying up for. But the reason I wasn't sure if I should grab these ones or not is because they didn't have laces. And then I was like, you know what, I can replace the laces. But then I remembered that they come with leather laces. So I have them and now I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Now, right after I went to the shoes bin, I got lucky and found this CP Shades blazer. And I did list this. It's listed for like $75, I think, and should sell for around like $45 to $50. Super happy with that score. I have gotten lucky and found CP Shades in my bins before. I think a lot of people don't know what the brand is. So it ends up at the bins because it doesn't get thrifted, or people don't pick it up at the bins. So at this point I had lined up for the new shoe rotation, and so I'm just digging through the bin that's behind me and I'm waiting for the bin in front of me to be rotated, which is the shoes. And this did end up being like an hour and 15-minute wait, which was unexpected and disappointing. Still waiting for a shoe rotation. So bored. Sending offers to likers right now. So for the shoe bin rotation that I lined up for, I did end up waiting like an hour and 15 minutes or something for it to rotate. And I didn't realize it was going to be that long. I just saw people lining up and I was like, you know what? I want to line up for a shoes rotation. So luckily for me, the bin that I was standing in front of had a bin behind it, and that is the one I'm going through right now. And I did find a couple things in here that you'll end up seeing a little bit. I did find this bra, which turned out to be a good brand. There wasn't even a US size on it. It was like a UK French bra line. And I don't remember the brand now, but if you are interested in the things I picked up this day, I will have a Goodwill Outlet bins haul coming after this, because this is just the vlog where you do see some things I grab, but not everything. I did actually find a lot of bras in this bin, but I did pass on them because they had a lot of like underarm wear. They were cat chic, which I was excited to find. I was like, yes, but then I realized the underarm wear on all of them, I found like at least 4, probably from the same person. And I passed on them because I didn't know if the like armpit staining would come out or not. But the funny thing is, if you can see the woman next to me, she does end up grabbing all of those, and I didn't realize until I was actually reviewing this footage. There is a clip of her later literally like swooping in, grabbing the bra I had thrown to the side. But you know, she was very polite. She was not trying to get in my space. She was only taking things after I had passed on it. That is one thing about the location I go to, is people tend to be very polite. So that's great shopping experience. I grabbed this brand. It said like Knoll or Noli or something to send a thread up, but it wasn't, ThredUp didn't accept it. So I'll take it to Plato's. It's pretty basic, so I doubt they'll accept it, but we'll see. I already have it, so you know. So while I'm at the bins, I often use my Beats Bluetooth headphones to listen to audiobooks. And I'm not an AirPods person. They don't stay in my ears. I have no idea why. I wish they did, but I love my Bluetooth Beats. This day I was listening to an audiobook called The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine Chan, and it's a dystopian story about child welfare and motherhood, and it's just crazy. I enjoyed it. It was really hard for me to listen to, and I'm not a mother, so I can't even imagine how angry and like the feelings you would have as a mother listening to this audiobook. And a regular book, you know, if you were to read it as well. I just tend to listen to like adult literary fiction as audiobooks. I enjoy it a bit more. I am a fantasy, like high fantasy reader. I love physically reading those books. Anyway, I would recommend this book for you if you're looking for like a thought-provoking and somewhat angering book. It's about a mom whose child gets taken away from her. Whether you agree or disagree with what she did to make her child get taken away from her, it's still a really upsetting book. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. But there are trigger warnings in this book, so look up the trigger warnings if there's something that could potentially bother you. Did you just see that woman swoop in and take a bra from where I was looking? She was being really respectful. She was only taking stuff that I had already looked at and tossed. I just thought it was funny. She did that a few times. I grabbed this floral print sweatshirt for buy-sell trade stores. It was like cheap and unbranded, but it was cute, and that's exactly what my buy-sell trade stores are looking for. So I'll make a quick book there. Here's a Carhartt shirt. I was like, yeah, cool, Carhartt. And then I saw the armpits and I was like, ew, gross, that's disgusting. Now, this bin was actually, probably because I spent the most time in this specific bin, was the bin I probably grabbed the most stuff from. I was pretty lucky to get a decent bin behind me since I spent the most time there, and past, as you can see, she scooped it right up. I showed the camera and she grabbed it. This is an Aerie sweater, which normally would go to a buy-sell trade store, but I think I'm going to sell that one myself just because I like the style, although we are out of season. Here's a free people piece that I was happy to find because I think that was one of my first like free people pieces of the day. All this footage is still footage from me waiting for this new shoe rotation to roll out. Honestly, I can't believe I waited this long for a shoe rotation. I don't think I normally would wait that long in my bins or anybody. I think it was just because it was busier this day. And so people lined up earlier to get to the shoe rotation, and I saw people lining up and I was like, I have to line up. So that's a free people sweater. Again, happy to find that. And I could tell those free people pieces, and you saw me grab an Aerie sweater, those all came from the same person because they have a very strong perfume smell that I need to wash and get out, and I still have not washed it. And like the clothes they were next to smelled like perfume, and I wasn't planning to wash them, and then I was like, you know what, this perfume smell is just way too strong. So here I pulled out a Bob Mackie Art to Wear shirt, and I was like, you know what, I passed on like 4 of these. They're all the same size, probably from the same person. So I went digging back through the bin to try and find them because I was like, I can lock these up and sell them for like 20 bucks. I did actually only end up finding 3. The other one was obviously in there, but I just did not feel like digging through it all. And then I did end up sending them to ThredUp instead of listing them myself, and I did not get that much. I got like $1.50 a piece from them, which I wasn't expecting a lot, but I could have got more. See, there's one of them. I could have got more if I had lotted them up and sold them on Poshmark. I don't know how long I would have sat on them though. So, you know, I probably doubled my money sending them to ThredUp. And when I talk about sending stuff to ThredUp, I do not like sell things on ThredUp. I do their partner boxes, and so that's more of a hobby than like an income stream. I grab stuff that I know I couldn't sell but our brands ThredUp accepts, and then send them in to ThredUp for Reformation credit, which I use to shop for myself. So I'm not making any money. Like, I'm making money to buy Reformation, basically. Anyway, so here they are getting ready to rotate the shoes, and I did not film it because it was crazy, and this is what my cart looks like after I got all the shoes. Here's a pair of Lucky Brand boots. That was probably one of my best shoe finds of the day. They are just sitting in a picked over bin, so I was very happy to find those. And those Steve Maddens were that like the vintage like Y2K 90s style, which is trending right now. I did throw those back because I did not feel like cleaning them up, but honestly I think they would have cleaned up fine and I could have gotten money for them. I don't regret throwing them back, but I could have made money. So these are just some of the brands I grabbed. Shoes this day were not fantastic. I usually leave with many more pairs of shoes and much better, I don't want to say better brands because these are like decent brands you guys are seeing. But here is my shoe cart, like pretty much all sorted. So that's everything I'm taking with me, and these are a few pairs I decided to toss back just because the brands weren't anything I wanted to sell. I grabbed them because of like leather and looked them up and they weren't selling on Posh, and I guess I did not want to take them to Plato's. Oh, those had a mark on the front of them. That's why I threw those back. And when I went to throw shoes back, I found 2 more for a pair. I actually found a match to that Clark's, and I found those, I don't even know how to say the brand, so I'm not going to try. You'll see them in haul. I passed on those Sam Edelman because they had scuffs, and I passed on those originally, but did end up grabbing these Maurice's boots to take to Plato's Closet. And I'm actually this time going to go to Buffalo Exchange before I go to Plato's Closet, so maybe I'll get a little more money for some stuff. I should have, like, looking at those now, those are totally Y2K. Should have grabbed those. I don't know how long the Y2K trend is going to last, though. I passed on these Nike shoes because they were left in the bins, and Nike is like the first thing to go in the shoe section, and so I figured there was something wrong with them or they were fake, and I don't know anything about fake Nikes, so I left them, and if they were real, someone else can have them. I was looking at these Cat and Jack shoes for the kids consignment sale, but I passed because they had some slight flaws on them. As you can see there on the toes, I'm sure they still would have sold, but I left them. I didn't need them. Other than the shoe match I was looking for and that one pair of shoes I showed you a minute ago, there was really nothing left for me in the shoes after they had already been picked over by everyone. So I finished up looking here and then moved over to the books to check out for my kids' consignment sale. What I was looking for in the books were any books in good condition that I could put in a lot, so like chapter book lot or like baby book lot, anything like that. And I did end up walking away with a lot of books, and so this footage, you know, there's not much to take away from it other than me just going through books hoping to find stuff to lot up for a couple bucks and sell in the kids' consignment sale. I know a lot of bins have book resellers, but my bins don't really have that because the books are priced, honestly, in my opinion, too high. It's like $1 for a hardback and maybe 50 cents for a soft one. I don't remember, but I could get them to make enough money in a small lot. And here's just some more footage of me going through more textile bins. There's kids dress I passed on because of condition. For the kids consignment sale, I was super picky with condition. It had to be in like immaculate condition. And this boy's H&M shirt was. It had no stains, buttons were there. So I won't pick up anything that has stains on it or missing anything just because it sells for so cheap anyway. It's not worth it to me. Maybe if it was like a Hannah Anderson dress or something, I would like a stain, maybe I'd grab it. But just like regular H&M, Cat and Jack, that kind of stuff has to be in perfect condition. And there's a Sonoma shirt, passed on that. Oh, a kid's dress. That I think I did grab this because it's in good condition, but I'm saving it for the fall sale because it's a good Christmas dress. Kid shirt that, I don't know, what did I do with that? Threw it back for some reason. See, like all of these kids' clothes were stained, so they all went back because I'm not going to sell stained clothes when I'm selling them for like $1 a piece anyway. That one was in good condition though, so I did grab that. And this is what my cart looked like when I was done shopping for the day and ready to sort. And I'm glad I started sorting when I did because I was like getting close to closing time and not even realizing it. So here I am starting to sort stuff. This was an Old Navy swimsuit that I decided to grab for Plato's Closet or any buy sell trade. Kids art class, which is Target, for kids consignment sale. This was a real fur coat, vintage fur coat. That was a great score. I think it has like a small flaw in the lining. Easy fix though. I'll probably sell it as is. That was like a great score for the day. That should sell over $60. That was a J. Jill's shirt. I grabbed it. Kids champion shirt, grabbed it. And any of the kids stuff I grab, it just automatically assume it's going to the kids consignment sale. Kid shirt, grabbed, kids consignment sale. This might be kind of, you know, boring sorting just because I don't find that great of stuff at my bins. I grabbed this pink shirt, but I did end up ruining it with my sweater shaver, so I will no longer be selling that. This is LuLaRoe, which is actually, that's a Disney print, and I don't know if those do well at all anymore, but I buy them for ThredUp. ThredUp gives me, you know, I can like basically double my money on them, which is like 60 cents, but I keep it out of landfill and make 60 cents. That was a Cat and Jack swimsuit, kid sale. Jeans, kid sale. This is a men's Levi's piece, which will go to buy, sell, trade. I don't know if there's any like value in selling it on Poshmark or eBay. This is a Chico's Easy Wear piece, I think is what the line was called. And apparently ThredUp does not give you money for that line, which I did not know. So that was a bummer because I sent it to them and they listed it, but I did not get paid out for it. So I would have just sold it myself for like 15 bucks or had thrown it back if I had known that. Now I know for the future, and you guys know ThredUp will not pay you for Easy Wear by Chico's or whatever. That was just all kids clothes for kids consignment sale. More kids clothes. I am holding on to the more wintry pieces for the fall sale. Those are boys overalls, which will go in the summer sale. More kids clothes. I'm sorry if you're tired of seeing the kids clothes. That's a Victoria's Secret corset. And if you guys are interested in seeing everything I got to list on Poshmark, which is this item, this Eeyore onesie, stuff like that I'll list myself, that will be in an upcoming video, just a normal bins haul. And I did, after I sorted, go through just a bin real quick, and I found a new Tags LuLaRoe skirt, excuse me, and this kids onesie I grabbed. So I found a couple more pieces to tag onto my purchase, and you know, I don't think I found anything else in this bin. Alright guys, we finished up, and here is the damage. So shoes, I mean, it's okay. It's not as good as I usually do in shoes. And then clothes is okay. So, yeah, there we are. Okay, I just threw all the shoes in my car. I do this every time. I know I don't want to dirty up one of my bags, reusable bags with them that I brought today. Anyway, looking at my shoes, I am definitely disappointed in shoes today because that's, you know, usually where I make the majority of my money. These are probably my best shoe find. These Lucky brand tall boots are in great condition, and they were through a picked over bid. I think they'll probably sell for like at least $40. They're the bogs, but other than that, like, shoes are pretty not good. And I spent forever waiting for the shoe rotation, so I'm definitely disappointed, but that's okay. Also, the parking lot is really freaking empty. It's actually close to 7, and I wasn't expecting to stay that long today, but it took me a lot longer to sort than I was expecting. I just realized I brought a box with me that I could have thrown my shoes in, but oh well, clothes are going in there now. Oh, and I bought this reusable Lululemon tote because, you know, can always use those. All right, guys, I just finished packing everything up. You know, I should probably knock that down so I can see behind me when I drive. So it is like 7:10. They close at 7. I was not expecting to stay the whole time, and literally no one's in the parking lot on the last one, which is not surprising. It takes me forever to load my car for some reason. I don't know. I'm slow. Today was an okay day. Shoes could have been a lot better. If the shoes were like they were last time, I would be thrilled. It would be like, yes, this is a great bins day for me. Today was like an average bins day. It looks like it got a lot, but honestly, maybe like 15 clothing items are to resell on Poshmark, but not counting shoes. A lot of kids clothes for my kids consignment sale. And then I found a few pieces for Play-Dohs and a few pieces for ThredUp. So I did okay. So like the majority of this, I will never see Poshmark. But you know, that's what my bins experience is. I don't have those great bins. Also, I did not line up for any new rotations besides shoes, which honestly was a waste of time. But you know, it is what it is. I should have lined up for at least one clothing rotation to see if I could grab anything super good. But, you know, I found CP shades. You saw that. That will do. Good. I think it's an older style, but it's still CP shades. I found an Oh My Gauze, which seems to be the case with the spins. Every single time I find at least one piece, it seems like. Not every time, but often. Last month I found a piece. This month I found a piece. I'm just rambling now. So I'm going to get on the road. It's going to take me an hour to get home. Then I'm going to grab dinner with my dad and like sort stuff. So I'll see you back at my house or at dinner with my father. Filling up the tank. It is way cheaper in Wisconsin for gas. I look like a crazy person, but I have been at the bins all day. It's $3.99 a gallon in Wisconsin, and I think I put in the car today, I filled it halfway because I knew I could get it cheaper here. It was like $4.39 where I filled it up, maybe $4.49. But anyway, way cheaper here. So yes, that's it.
Are you supposed to eat the kimchi and beef together? This is really good.
Dinner after the bins.
I like it.
Got home too late to go eat at a restaurant, so we got takeout. How's your kimchi beef, Dad?
Yummy.
Those are our Japanese beef dumplings, and this is my pad thai. I haven't eaten all day. My banana bread was awful, so you probably already heard that from me earlier in the video. All right, guys, I'm out of breath. I just moved all this stuff from the car to the basement. And here are the books I picked up for my kids' sale, a couple hard goods I grabbed, the mountain of textiles, and the smaller than usual pile of shoes. And now I have to sort all this, figure out how much I paid. All right, guys, so that concludes this bins vlog. If you are curious, I ended up paying $1.50 per pair of shoes and 60 cents per clothing item. If you like this vlog style bins content, please let me know because they do take more work to film, but I will keep filming them if it's something you guys like. But if you just prefer a bins haul, just let me know and I will stick to the bins haul. And if you do want to see the bins haul from this video, that video will be up next, so keep your eyes out for that. Thank you guys. Good thing we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Goodbye.